In this video, we're going to talk about, we're still in topic 7.1. We're on explain 3, example 3b, and I'm going to change example 3b to this here because we don't have enough examples of the one like this, and this is what's on the homework. So the first thing I'm going to do in this new question here is I'm going to factor the denominator. So I'm going to get out my good old magic X. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to -4 and add to 3. So that would be 4 and -1. Oops. So I'm going to and I luckily no leading coefficient. So all I'm going to do is write down x plus 4 times x minus 1. And then my second one, I've got to have two numbers that multiply to -8 and add to 2. So that would be 4 and 2 would be negative. So x plus 4 times x minus 2. I'm going to, in red, circle what matches. So I notice I got an x plus 4, and I'm writing out my common denominator, my least common denominator. Since I've circled it, I write it one time. And then I'm going to underline in blue what's left over. So I've got an x plus 1 and an x plus 2. Sorry, x minus 1 and an x minus 2. Now I'm going to compare my first denominator with my least common denominator. I notice I have the x plus 4 and I have the blue x minus 1, but I am missing the x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply by the missing x minus 2. That means I distribute this through. So 3x squared times x would be 3x cubed. 3x squared times -2 would be -6x squared. Now I'm going to compare my second denominator. So I'm going to compare this denominator to my least common denominator. I notice I have the x plus 4. I have the x minus 2. I am missing the x minus 1. So I need to multiply by x minus 1. I need to be careful because I have a negative sign there. So I'm actually going to do this in a couple of steps. So I'm going to put a parentheses. I'm going to FOIL this out. So x times x would be x squared. X times -1 would be negative x. 1 times x would be positive x. And then 1 times -1 would be -1. Right? And then it looks like my middles cancel. And at the same time, I'm going to distribute that negative in. So I'm going to do a couple lines of simplification here. So we have 3x cubed minus 6x squared. I'm distributing the negative. So -x squared plus 1 over x plus 4 times x minus 1 times x minus 2. And then we've got 3x squared cubed. Sorry, I'm combining together the -6x and the -x. -7x squared plus 1 all over x plus 4 times x minus 1 times x minus 2.